Tucker Carlson has issued his first statement since being fired from Fox News.
Good evening, it's Tucker Carlson. One of the first things you realize when you step outside the noise for a few days is how many genuinely nice people there are in this country. Kind and decent people, people who really care about what's true, and a bunch of hilarious people also. A lot of those. It's got to be the majority of the population, even now. So that's heartening. The other thing you notice when you take a little time off is how unbelievably stupid most of the debates you see on television are. They're completely irrelevant. They mean nothing. In 5 years, we won't even remember that we had them. Trust me, as someone who's participated. And yet at the same time, and this is the amazing thing, the undeniably big topics, the ones that will define our future, get virtually no discussion at all. War, civil liberties, emerging science, demographic change, corporate power, natural resources. When was the last time you heard a legitimate debate about any of those issues? It's been a long time. Debates like that are not permitted in American media. Both political parties and their donors have reached consensus on what benefits them, and they actively collude to shut down any conversation about it. Suddenly, the United States looks very much like a one-party state. That's a depressing realization, but it's not permanent. Our current orthodoxies won't last. They're brain dead. Nobody actually believes them. Hardly anyone's life is improved by them. This moment is too inherently ridiculous to continue, and so it won't. The people in charge know this. That's why they're hysterical and aggressive. They're afraid. They've given up persuasion. They're resorting to force. But it won't work. When honest people say what's true, calmly and without embarrassment, they become powerful. At the same time, the liars who've been trying to silence them shrink, and they become weaker. That's the iron law of the universe. True things prevail. Where can you still find Americans saying true things? There aren't many places left, but there are some, and that's enough. As long as you can hear the words, there is hope. See you soon.
First of all, I want Tucker to publicly name those who was nice to him, because other than that, I don't believe it. Second, honest people saying what's true, Tucker, you're not one of them. You peddled lies for a living. You even admitted to peddling lies on Fox News. Colluding, Tucker, the projection with you is real. Those of us who are not high on the Fox News gas saw you, Tucker, colluding with Russia by way of Fox News. We watched you collude with insurrectionists. We watched you collude with conspiracy theorists. We watched you and many of the other anchors on Fox News, along with Republicans, do a whole lot of colluding. Yeah. Big topics, Tucker. Big topics like war, civil liberties, science, Tucker. You didn't talk about these things on your show, Tucker. You had the biggest platform on Fox News, in news media, and you didn't talk about those things. You talked about replacement theory. You talked about CRT and it needing to be banned in schools when it's not taught in grade school. You brought people on your show to talk about Jose Chavez switching up voting machines, or some conspiracy with Jose Chavez and the voting machines. You talked about voter fraud, election fraud. You talked about election denial, Tucker. You didn't even talk about the big topics, Tucker. When you talked about science, Tucker, it was to tell your viewers not to wear masks. Remember the show that you did, that segment when you told your viewers to call the police on parents who had masks on their children? I remember that, Tucker. You didn't even talk about the big topics. Are they important? Yes, they are. But they weren't important to you when you had the biggest viewership of news media. Y'all, he ends it with "See You Soon." That's fair warning that he's in negotiations. He's got something cooking. I don't know if it's a podcast. I don't know if he's going to be replacing Don Lemon. I don't know if he's going to show up on OAN or the other one. But yeah, "See You Soon" means he'll be coming back. But don't worry, Fox News is still peddling the conspiracy theories and the lies. I'll see y'all later.